Hey everybody, I just wanted to drop in really quickly and drop a quick video about the decline and fall of No Labels. They have announced today that they are ending their quixotic pro-Trump presidential plan. They are not able to find a nominee for their ticket. The entire thing had fallen apart completely. Internally, the divisions were so ugly that none of the quote delegates for their convention knew anything that was going on. The entire thing went so off the rails that it was a gigantic waste of $70 million of Republican donor money. And the fact that Nancy Jacobson and Mark Penn launched this entire thing, not to elect a moderate centrist, blah, blah, blah. They did it out of revenge against the Clintons. It's a long running story. I've written about it before. Look it up. But this thing went off the rails. Last year in February, Reed Galen and I talked to Nancy Jacobson and Ryan Clancy. We told them there are about a dozen people in the country who've actually run a third-party presidential campaign, and Reed and I were two of them. We told them how hard it was. We told them they'd never get to 270. We told them that this thing was going to absolutely be a pro-Trump effort. They rolled their eyes, they sighed, they stomped their feet. They reported us to the Department of Justice because we were mean to them on Twitter. But I will say this, a lot of people in the pro-democracy movement here at Lincoln Project, shout out to Philip Germain, who took point on a lot of the no-label stuff inside Lincoln. Shout out to the guys at Third Way, Matt, Lucas, the whole team over there. A whole lot of people put themselves out there against Nancy Jacobson, who is one of the most powerful PR voices in Washington. She has an amazing power to conform stories to her will with the press. And this was the first time anyone had actually pointed out what No Labels was going to do. And the teams from all these pro-democracy groups took it on, went after them. And I'll be honest, the Biden campaign didn't want to do it at first. They were a little nervous about it. But we laid it out over and over and over again for Americans. This was funded by Republicans. Most of the staff that's in No Labels now are Republicans. This was going to benefit Donald Trump no matter how they sliced it in their PR. It was going to be a pro-Trump super PAC, pro-Trump effort in the end. They ignored a lot of the election laws around the country. They got slapped for it a bunch of different places, which is a very on-brand thing for Republican organizations these days. So look, we are delighted that No Labels is off the radar screen for 2024. This is a net positive for Joe Biden. We look at this as a very big up for the Biden campaign. Over to you now, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You're next on the list of spoilers who need to be addressed politically in a way you're not accustomed to being addressed yet. So, folks, we are having a pretty good week for the pro-democracy movement. No Labels going down hard today is one more of those. And again, they reported us to the Department of Justice because we were mean to them on Twitter. This told me at the time two things. One, they wanted to outsource their legal defense. And two, they didn't understand the process of politics in America because the First Amendment is pretty magical for political speech. We exercised it. I am so proud of all the people in the pro-democracy movement who stood up against No Labels because this was a really important fight to have and a very important fight to win. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.